Let's now turn to Moscow. Russia says it has held in-depth strategic talks with China on missile defense and nuclear security. Russia said both parties have agreed to strengthen cooperation in key areas. On November the 20th, the Russian Foreign Ministry said seniors from both sides met in Moscow for an in-depth review of missile defense issues and what they described as destabilising factors impacting global and regional security. They also exchanged views on how to reduce those strategic risks. Both countries expressed satisfaction with their current level of cooperation and reaffirmed their commitment to deepening it. Russia was led by Defence Minister Andrei Belousov, and Beijing was represented by the Vice Chairman of China's Central Military Commission. The Russian Defence Ministry said their joint land, sea and air training activities have expanded significantly as both militaries implement agreements made by their top leaders. He noted that these efforts are aimed at ensuring the security of both countries and are not directed at any third party. He added that their military cooperation is built on mutual trust and a clear understanding of shared interests, and that he expects new horizons to emerge in defence cooperation between Russia and China. The talks come as Beijing continues a rapid expansion of its nuclear arsenal, while repeatedly rejecting Washington's call to join formal arms control negotiations alongside the United States and Russia. The discussions took place against a backdrop of shared concern over President Donald Trump's announced plan for a new nationwide missile shield, a system he calls, quote-unquote, the Golden Dome, which draws inspiration from Israel's Iron Dome. Trump has also shared his intention to resume US nuclear weapons testing after more than 3 decades.
Nuclear testing because other people test. We have other countries that test. We have more nuclear weapons than any other country. I'm the one that renovated them and built some, and I hated to do it, but I had no choice because they have it. We have more. Russia's second, and China is a distant third, but within 4 or 5 years, they're going to be up with us. What I would like to do is I would like to go denuclearization. In other words, where we have a meeting primarily of the top 3 to cut back on nuclear weapons.
And earlier this month, in response to President Trump's comments about possibly resuming nuclear testing, Russia had reiterated that it could also restart full-scale tests, but only if another nuclear-armed power moves first. Listen in.
Our principled position has been stated by the Russian President Vladimir Putin 2 years ago. In 2023, when answering a corresponding question during one of his addresses, he said that if any nuclear power conducts nuclear tests, not delivery systems tests or subcritical tests, Russia will do the same.
The US and Russia remain bound by the New START Treaty, the last nuclear limits agreement still in force. However, that treaty expires in February 2026. Moscow has proposed a 1-year extension to maintain existing warhead caps and allow room for further negotiations. However, the Trump administration has not issued a formal reply yet. For both Russia and China, these latest talks signal a deepening alignment on strategic security, at a moment when global arms control is entering a period of serious uncertainty.
I was a revolutionary. I became a ruler. I claimed to protect my people. I terrorized them instead. I built palaces. I started wars. I lost everything. Some called me a defender of Arab pride. History remembers me as a dictator. Who am I?